If you, at any point in your coaching experience with your coach, whoever's coaching you, if you feel inferior to your coach to the point where you don't feel like you can message them and ask them a question, or message them and ask them why they're doing something and ask for rationale, get out.
Jello Beats, holla at me.
Hey guys, so welcome back to the channel and another video. So today, quite controversially, I'm going to title this video, Should You Fire Your Coach? Now, I don't really want to sound too controversial with this because me being a coach myself, I definitely don't want to come across as if I'm trying to bash anyone or put a bad taste in other people's mouths, because that's the last thing I want to do. But what I almost, at the same time, like, I am trying to make this a little bit controversial so that people that are in this position watch this. Because the amount of people that I get that are in this position is worrying. It is really worrying. And I just don't want to see this happen. I really don't want to have this situation where I am having these people come to me in this situation. So what is essentially, what I'm going to speak about is essentially the decision-making process that should ultimately bring you to the point of deciding, is my coach right for me? And this is actually a topic that I discussed on a podcast recently. I was a guest on a podcast with my friend Vicky, and we went into lots of details on this topic. So I'll make sure that when that's up, it is linked within this upload. But what I'm seeing is that you have these two camps. You'll have people that legitimately come to you, or me. I have people that come to me and say, I'm doing this, is this okay? And for the most part, I will need to gather more context on the situation. And without context, you cannot determine whether a protocol is good, bad, ethical, rationalized. You literally can't determine that. But what it does worry me is when someone comes to me and literally asks me, okay, I'm doing this, does this seem right? If this person is educated enough to realize that something could be wrong with their protocol, or could be a little bit unethical, a little bit dangerous to health potentially, then they should be educated enough to the extent where they argue this with their coach. And this is the first point I want to raise. If you, at any point in your coaching experience with your coach, whoever's coaching you, if you feel inferior to your coach to the point where you don't feel like you can message them and ask them a question, or message them and ask them why they're doing something and ask for rationale, get out. Because you should always be in a position where you can say, or one of my clients, for example, they can say, AJ, I've got a problem, can you help me? Or AJ, why did you do this? Like, why did you up my cardio? Like, why are we dropping out cardio 3 days out? Like, why are we doing this? I want to know why. And this is the whole education process of a client-coach relationship. It's like, I'm not having you as a client to earn money, just to earn money. It's not, obviously that's one of the variables, because I run a business, I need to make money, I need to have a living. But the other thing is I want to educate you. I want you to go away from my coaching feeling like you've done a course. Like, you should feel like legitimately like you've been educated on a process that you're so passionate about. And that's what I love about coaching, is the education process. So if one of my clients had a question and they had to go to another coach to get an answer, I'd feel sickened. I'd feel so upset, because that would first of all prove that I'm not approachable enough, and that maybe I come across as inferior or superior to the client, which or like they are made to feel inferior is what I'm trying to say. And it would prove that my clients just don't have trust in me, and that would be really upsetting. So the first topic like that is discussion. It's communication. Can you communicate with your coach? If you can't, there's something going wrong. It's either potentially in your head and you're getting a bit too stressed and you're having to ask other people because you're just super stressed out, or it is literally your coach and they're making you feel this way. Second point is, a lot of people will come and say, my coach has got me on a protocol that just seems horrid and it's extremely low calorie, the energy expenditure is super high, like this can't be right. He's a bad coach or she's a bad coach. And guys, what you have to understand is, like, again, without context, it's impossible to determine whether a protocol is right or ethical. So if you're having to really push in a contest prep and you're a female and you have to get below 1,000 calories and you have to do a lot of calorie expenditure, that might just be what you have to do. That doesn't make your coach any worse, any less ethical than any other fucking coach. It really doesn't. Because what your coach is doing everything that in his or her power to elicit the result that you want, which is to get lean on stage. Because imagine if you stepped on stage and all the feedback from the judges was needed to be leaner, needed to lose more weight. You know, that you then realise, okay, that's why I should have been doing AM and PM cardio. And that's why only doing the AM cardio wasn't enough to elicit the weight loss that we needed. So sometimes, guys, you have to do protocols, and this is why I hate the idea of people launching into the fitness industry and thinking, I just cannot take girls below 1,000 calories. And I will openly admit, I don't think I have ever taken a girl below 1,000 calories. But I will also openly admit that probably at some point I will have to. And if I have to, I will do it. Like, that's just part of the coaching process. I will at some point have to do things that are extremes. I work with people who are taking things to the extreme. They are extreme competitors. We do a sport which requires that. The final thing is the idea behind thinking that you could have got to this point, could have got to your lean state by not doing as much as you are doing now to get there. This is where drastic changes from your coach come in. So 1 week, you might have a really good week of fat loss. On paper, it looks perfect. And then there'll still be about 5 changes to your protocol. Cardio will go up, meal 1 will drop, meal 2 will drop, meal 3 will drop, meal 4 will drop. And you'll be like, holy shit, like, why is all this stuff changing? Surely, if you think of my calories and my calorie expenditure as a bank balance, why am I literally spunking my bank balance when I've already got what I wanted? It's like, I'll just buy that, loaf of bread over there, but actually, I know it's £2, but I'll actually give you 15 quid because I just want to, and I just want to waste fucking money. It's exactly like that. You're literally just wasting potential calories, wasting potential expenditure that you could use as ammo later on. So if your coach starts to do really weird shit like that, just drop stuff out of nowhere, more specifically with no rationale, so like they can't explain why they're doing it, or they don't even answer the question when you ask them, why are we doing this? Again, from my perspective, I'd get out. I really would just get out. A coach for me and a coach for you should be someone that always gives rationale behind things and always offers an opinion when it's needed, and they shouldn't be someone that you're trying to get away from to ask other people questions. That's going to be it for today's video, guys. Any questions, any disagreements or agreements on this topic, please post in the comment section below. I'll look forward to seeing you in that next video. Hope you all have a lovely weekend, and we'll chat soon. Cheers, guys.